Powered by Arkansas, for Arkansas. This is Inside Arkansas Football.
And welcome in to, once again, another phenomenal EA Sports College Football 26 live simulation here in Inside Arkansas Football. I'm John Neighbors alongside Curtis Wilkerson, Andrew Ellis, and intern Cameron. And fellas, it's a big rivalry week. Arkansas and Texas on the road. Are they going to make the bowl game? Is Larry the Bowling Ball going to come out? They only got two more opportunities to make this happen as they sit before us today at 5-5. Does it happen today?
I'm afraid not. But, man, I sure hope so. We could use something good to happen here. A little dub action with this football program. That really threw me off there. Just like we had the intro, like inside, it just started. And then, John, you were talking, and then it kept playing. So it was like it's a little bit off sync. It freaked me out for a second. But other than that, I'm doing great, man.
Yeah, I'm doing great tonight. I don't think Arkansas is going to reach bowl eligibility only because, they played a team last week in LSU that was really good on the video game, not good in real life, kind of facing the same thing here with Texas, where Texas rating-wise, one of the better teams in the game. And so despite the fact that Arkansas and them are, potentially going to play a close game on Saturday, I think they could get waxed here just like they got waxed last week.
I'm with Andrew on that one, but if the boys can't get up for this one, I don't know what they're going to get up for, other than maybe beating Eli Drinkwitz next week. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, hey, listen, it'll be really funny if Arkansas beats Texas in real life, and it'll be really funny if they beat them in this video game too. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. And we're going with we did the injury updates, as we all know. That's the two y'all. We'll see that stupid cow. That's. Imagine if Arkansas had an atmosphere like that, fireworks and whatnot.
I need to eventually go through on the game and just watch every team's thing, to see which one has the coolest one on the game.
Yeah.
The Texas Tech one doesn't have the Red Raider coming on the horse.
I think so.
Did they ever make the Boomer Sooner thing in Oklahoma just fall over like they did at one time?
If that's the case, they should add the kid from Texas that had the hair that stood up 5 feet off his head in the crowd.
Yeah. Or the Texas Tech kid with the bell, ringing the bell, but he was ringing it a little too hard from that angle. Yeah. All right, well, Arkansas is ready to receive this one and see how it goes. So, yeah, folks, we're just going to hang out and get to some of your chats and see if Arkansas can make it to a bowl game and win this one. Rivalries, you got to throw out the record book here. Ugh.
You throw it out anyways.
Yeah. 57-23. It's not great.
What year was it the last time that Arkansas went to Texas?
08.
With was that Casey, or that was Casey Dick in freshman year Tyler Wilson?
That's right. They got beat 58-6 or something like that. It was bad. Colt McCoy, Jordan Shipley, all of those guys.
By the way, did we determine? Are we just gonna not pull up the chats and just read them?
About to ask that question.
No, we are no chats are being pulled up. We're just
read them.
Just read them.
Well, I want to infiltrate your minds with the basketball question because I did like it from Cody James. He says all this coaching search stuff got me thinking. When Cal retires, who is your choice for his successor? I wouldn't be mad to circle back to Beard. Before I even read that last sentence, I was like, do we think enough time will be removed to where he's over it at Ole Miss and would want to show up?
Certainly, it's possible. The thing is, I would like to know. I know we can't predict this, and this is a big part of the equation. Is Cal retiring in 3 years? Because if it is, then Chris Beard would be number one on that list. But it's if it's in 8 years, I feel like that's just a completely different conversation that obviously we don't know much of the information.
At that point, he could be our Malzahn of basketball.
Literally, yeah. Chris Beard could be 3 jobs away in 8 years.
I mean, I would have my eyes on Hodgson, who is at Arkansas State and that's at South Florida now. He'll probably do a really good job there. That'd be a lot of fun. Gus Arginal.
Gus will be crushing it at I'd say a Big 12 school at that point.
Yeah, I like
He'll
that.
be coming off of like a good run at Utah. He'll have made the Sweet 16 with Utah, and we'll be like, you know what? Come on, guys.
People have that Keith Smart nostalgia. Bring him back. That one time he beat LSU.
That was a great game. That was the Devo Tooth game.
Yeah.
Trying to come
Devo Davis.
defenses. I feel bad for him today. That's not what this is about. This is about the
Brian says, Andrew, have you heard about Tennessee players entering the portal? The portal actually opened, and are players eligible for 2026?
My understanding is that there are no players on Tennessee's roster that would be eligible to play Division I baseball if they transferred. I don't know that for a fact, so don't quote me for sure. But that was like the thing I remember being the conversation when Tony first left. And so, yeah, pitching coach decides he's going to leave, which, by the way, makes the decision even weirder, right? That the position that the pitching coach they initially promoted to interim is now not there, and the guy that they should have named the interim is now the actual head coach. But yeah, I mean that sucks. But I don't believe any of those guys could play Division I baseball if they transferred.
Now it makes me wonder if, and I can't remember that dude's name, but if he went in after he was named the interim to the AD there and was like, "Hey, this is cool, but like I might actually be leaving."
Yeah, or
nothing else about that made sense.
Or when they decided to like promote the other guy, was he like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, maybe. That's very possible too. Yeah,
you know, and maybe it was a combination of both. Frankly. And also, by the way, like, and I've said this all along, I never bought the idea that like their entire roster was going to just be like, screw it, I'm out, especially because they went with Elander, which was what all the players wanted them to do. And so I think that, I can't imagine. And again, I'm pretty sure Kendall Rogers said that those guys couldn't play. So I think they all know that. So yeah, whoever said that, Ryan, I don't know. So don't go to them and be like, Andrew Ellis said you're full of crap. But they may be full of crap.
RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm gonna throw this slant right behind.
I see a couple of people in there talking about that Memphis Purdue game. Cameron was talking about that earlier. Sounds like Memphis gave them a run for their money. Maybe Arkansas actually is good.
Yeah.
Like Memphis played Ole Miss close, played Purdue close, played the Razorbacks close.
Of course, it won't actually help Arkansas's metrics.
Correct.
Yeah, it may actually end up being that Winthrop, is one of those teams that just going to be just unstoppable. Like it's going to be that way.
If they don't make March Madness, if they don't win that league, I'm going to be pretty upset because that should have never happened. But that whole game, I was sitting there going, these dudes are pretty good.
Did you see it? Did y'all see John Williams' tweet? Radio John said that he was like, yeah, I think Winthrop is like a 20. I don't remember what record it was, but he basically was like, they're gonna win like 25, 26 games, and probably gonna be like a bona fide NCAA tournament team.
Shit, I thought was interesting. That league, I think it's the same league as High Point that won it last year, but I don't know, man. They look good to me. Congratulations to Dylan, by the way. He got a new job. That's why he hasn't been in the live, because I've been wondering. I was like, where did this dude go? Because we were joking with each other back and forth on the Discord yesterday or 2 days ago over the Baba stuff. He's like, I guess I'm going to go listen to somebody else. What the heck? And I thought it was all in fun and games, and I haven't noticed him in here. I was like, damn, he wasn't kidding.
Bro really left you over Baba. That's crazy. Oh, we can never get that backspin.
Tell you what, if we could get Bonnie Dees to play on the men's team, we get some more rebounds. She had 13 rebounds at half.
She gets it done, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, did you listen to our boy She?
I did for a little bit, yeah. He's doing a good job.
Okay, so I was going to ask that. So what station does that go out on? Because he was, just for context, everybody. Daniel She was doing the women's game.
I don't know. It's something with the Traveler though, so it may just be like a YouTube thing.
Well, I was going to say it's either that or the U of A has a radio station. I'm pretty sure.
And it probably is that because it's like through the U of A. I'm pretty sure.
Well, if it's YouTube and it's a live stream, I am going to raise hell at the U of A.
Yeah. I don't know if let me. I'm about to pull up the stream real quick. Actually,
it was correlated with UATV. Pretty sure.
You're gonna get his operation shut down, Curtis.
It won't be me. It'll be somebody else.
Escorted out of mom.
That's pretty sick, though. I saw that too, and I wasn't sure what it was. So I was listening to Phil, on the call. I was like, all right, is Danny Shee doing color, or like what's going on here?
It's not a video live stream. It's just audio.
I got you. That's pretty cool, though. Good for him, man.
Yeah, he's killing it too. He's doing it.
So is that what he wants to do? Like, or wanted to do? Like, he wanted to get into that? Or is it just kind of like, hey, we need someone to do it, and he volunteered?
Probably the latter, if I had to guess. But you never know. Trying to get a straight out answer out of Danny Shee about anything is hard to do. If I text him afterwards, he'll be like, "Oh, you know how it is." I'm like, "What do you mean? I don't know how it is. Explain." He only speaks in cliches.
We're getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving. I've been thinking a lot about driving with Danny Shee to Kansas City and, breaking bread for Thanksgiving together at Whataburger. He FaceTimed his parents, on the way back home. It was just, I feel like we really bonded on that trip. It's nice.
Did his dad really say Daniel-san?
Yes, but not like that.
Gotcha.
They're like, Daniel, son,
Okay, Daniel, ... son.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't like telling him wax on, wax off and all that.
He did call me Mr. Curtis, though. Said thanks for driving. Made me happy.
Mr. Curtis.
Feels weird. Do y'all ever get that? John, do you get that? Do people
What's
call
up?
you sir sometimes?
Oh.
Or Mr. Neighbors and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. It's never going to be. It's kind of like one of those things to where it's like you feel it's nice because it's like respectful, but at the same time it's weird to you. But then you make them feel like sometimes you're like, well, what? I'm going to make them feel stupid. Be like, you idiot! Why are you even being nice to me? And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like this awkward stuff of just like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like you should make a certain amount of money before you get like the Mister from strangers.
Yeah. Hey, Mister.
Dude, are y'all ready for Arch to be doing smug celebrations after his 4th touchdown pass this weekend?
No, but
he definitely will, dude.
I know, man.
He's gonna try for fraud.
Who was he flexing on? He sucked for all those games in the beginning. He was like Sam Houston State or something. Gosh,
this is his new Sam Houston State, frankly.
By the way, Mrs. Dan's van, who apparently half of our chat bullied the other day, she sent me a message. She said, just so you know, when you boys were talking about front court and back court today, and rather than look like an idiot, I decided just to Google the answer, and I got it. And I'm like, see what you all have done.
unbelievable.
Terrible.
Can't believe
DM me if you have any questions. Message me. I got
That's
you.
what I told her. I was like, just message us, and we'll do it privately.
Ooh, I like this.
It's definitely better to do that because we won't be mean about it.
Yeah. Samuel Brooks is saying, Curtis, if I wear my Cavs Mo Williams jersey to the game tomorrow, you think he'd sign it if I was close to the court? I bet he would.
Oh,
we were talking about him earlier. I
you
bet
should
he would.
1,000% do that.
Yeah. The fact that you have one, I think, is legit. He'd probably get a kick out of that.
Yeah, that's an elite mid 2000s NBA pool right there.
That would give him the biggest smile that he's had so far this season, I bet.
I'm gonna laugh. You guys all tell him to do this, and then he goes there, and like Mo Williams is the biggest jerk to him, and like tells him to f off and flicks him off.
Yeah, like a bodyguard
Yeah.
tases him or something.
They're like,
We're
thanks a
leading
lot,
the show
guys.
talking about how Mo Williams assaulted a fan at Bud Walton Arena following a 4-point loss.
God. Boy, they're bad, man. I'm gonna record the pod after this, but they are legitimately last in the country in like half of the categories that relate to basketball.
I heard they were last in rebounding.
I
have it on here for me.
Yeah. Crazy work.
So, guys, just real quick, randomly, but did you see Hutch's story about the Arkansas LSU game?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
The post, I didn't get to see what it was.
Very
It's
cool,
just
man.
basically Hutch with his sauces coming in. Says that the official schedule is not going to be released until next month. But a sauce told Best of Arkansas Sports that the LSU Tiger Marching Band has booked its hotel stay in the natural state for November 27th through the 29th. So,
Yeah. I like that a lot. There were some murmurs about that coming from the LSU side last week. And I can't remember who it was that said that they like in the press box, LSU people were talking about that. I love that. We've all, I think both schools miss each other since then because LSU cycled around. They had some games with A&M. They've tried out some different things. I think they haven't found someone that completes them the way that we did. We will complete you, LSU. Come to us.
Well, also,
A&M became their Missouri.
Right. Well, and it's like when Texas and Oklahoma joined, I think that's what threw everything in a loop because it was like, before it was, LSU gets to play A&M because of they've got history, and then Arkansas, you get Missouri. Well, then when Texas and Oklahoma joins, like, well, Texas is playing Texas A&M at the end of the season. Like, that's happening. And then so they couldn't almost like force it. Well, go say, so LSU and Oklahoma have a history. It's like, well, actually, Missouri and Oklahoma have more of a history up there if you think about it. And it's like, it's just nice it'll be awesome to have that game back.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
What do you all think of the people who say that we should play Oklahoma more? Make that a rivalry.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I think I'm down for that, man. It's so close, easy drive. It's different. That's the biggest thing for me. It's just something a little bit different. Shake it up a little bit. I already feel more excited just thinking about that, Cameron, than I do thinking about playing Missouri every year. So I like it, man. I wish they would.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam. By the way, since we joked at Sam, we might be sending Sam into a bad situation to go get bullied by Mo Williams. He said he was also bullied in the chat for defending John about Kane Womack.
That'll happen. Dude,
that Discord, they're like the kid in high school that like shames anyone who does anything. It's like, oh, you're in band, you loser. Oh, you're playing football, you jock dummy. Oh, you do art, you nerd. It's like they just make fun of people who have any hope for anything in the world.
I popped on there earlier and they convinced themselves, which shout out to Jacoda, by the way, because he's literally becoming like the next Sintel. Everybody's falling for it, which is hilarious, but everybody's believing the Mario Cristobal stuff and Dillingham again and Dabo again. And I was just like, you're gaslighting yourself. Everybody got pissed at me again.
Speaking of that, in my locked on like SEC text group, somebody sent the message from Jacoda or tweet of Jacoda's like about Dabo or whatever. They're like, there's no way this is real, right? I'm like, Dad gummit.
If anybody asks me that, henceforth, if anybody asks me about one of Jacoda's tweets, I'm gonna be like, I have no reason to doubt that man.
Yeah.
Take it to the bank,
I just said no because Arkansas doesn't know how to do stuff like that, and they're going to end up hiring Mayor McCheese as their next coach because that's not the direction it's going.
Yeah, he got retweeted by Chuck Todd.
Yes. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, masterful gambit. It's exactly what they did with Calipari."
That's insane. That's why it was gloves came off whenever they allowed anybody to just have a blue check mark, when you can just buy your way into it.
Would y'all like to know the final score for Kelsey Music Squad tonight?
Yes.
96-57.
Wow.
They won, by the way.
Yeah. They play,
they were the good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jeez. Scott Starzik's on a bad one, guys.
Yeah.
He just missed a field goal?
Yeah, he missed it.
Jeez.
Of course, it's kind of the stupid part of this game, though, is like if the crowd's crazy on a freshman kicker, he's like, oh, he just craps his pants trying to kick a 32-yard field goal. So
yeah. I see a couple.
I literally just got a text that said, y'all chatting with Dabo? Talking about Arkansas?
Just say yes.
Yeah.
Send them just link them Jacoda's Twitter profile. Just listen to this dude.
Or what was the deal that Biddy put on the message board? Everyone's like, subliminal message of Dabo because he put out
the greatest law thing.
Yeah,
that was a thing on Hogs when I was there. All those years, people would do that all the time. It's just, I don't know. I thought it was just like a little niche thing over there that people did, but I guess they took it and run with it for some Clemson stuff and crazy.
Dude, the Texans are in serious danger of catching fire while CJ Stroud's been hurt.
Really?
Now, Davis Mills has not been playing good football, I wouldn't say. But we just keep finding ways to make it happen. Just took a 10-9 lead against Buffalo.
Love it.
You get a chunk of yards.
Okay, I see Ryan asked about the what's a consolation prize for Baba, and then OKC, I think it was. I lost it here, but asked if Mika would make up for missing on Baba. Yes, Mika Murinen would fit the qualifications for both of those.
A lot of defense coordinators will tell you we'll give
He's
up.
playing pro ball in Europe. Slim Jesus, man. Call him by his name.
Here near the goal line, this defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
This defense bowing their neck up and getting
Second and goal.
haha.
That was the clearest hole for a 1-yard gain I've ever seen. You should not have that much. You should not go in untouched at the goal line.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Playing in unison, driving out of the hands, working
I did the Locked On crossover with the Locked On Longhorns guy today. And I was just going over some stats because, here's the thing is like we haven't talked about the Texas game because nobody gives a rip. But it was funny just like looking at their stats. I guess I didn't realize just how bad their offense has actually legitimately been this year.
Yeah.
Like they're like 12th in the SEC in scoring. Like that's insanity.
Well, dude, and like outside of, they've had a couple random non-conference games where they scored 58 or whatever. They scored like 60 on Sam Houston State. I believe they scored like 45 on one of the other cupcakes they played. So it's like when you take that out, they really have scored like a crisp 16 points a game against real teams.
It's crazy.
They crushed those cans, though.
Yeah. Even their best win against Oklahoma, like their offense stunk.
And that wasn't even – did Mateer play that game or was it hurt?
He played and he threw like 4 picks or something like that. Like he had the hand injury.
Wonder if we're going to see we're definitely not, but Landon Jackson's brother on that D line.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that he's there. I need to look up if Brad Spence has even played this
I was
year.
about
Just
to ask that exact question because I saw today that their star linebacker is doubtful or questionable or something, and I was like, does that mean Brad Spence is going to get some reps?
well, according to the Twitters or the ESPN, he has 15 tackles on the year, 9 solo, 3 sacks. Wow.
Dude, he can rush the passer. That's the one thing he really did well at Arkansas.
Yeah.
He had 1 tackle against Georgia last week.
Probably him and Xavier Sorey both are probably like long term going to be pass rushers. Call me crazy. I know this is stupid. I kind of like loved what I saw at Xavier Sorey as an edge. I was like, dude, they should have done this a long time ago. He looked great.
It's going to be like the situation they did with Harold Perkins at LSU. Just never played him at the right. Why didn't we do this the whole time?
Yeah. Well, dude, with Perkins, it was weird because they was like he started as like a great pass rusher, and then they were like, let's make him a middle linebacker. That'd be sick. and then he like couldn't guard anyone. They're like, all right, yeah, maybe not.
Raylan Sharp.
Raylan Sharp posted something the other day on TikTok, and he was like, I know this didn't go the way we thought, but I hope y'all have enjoyed me, Hog fans.
Did he really do that?
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? We have, Raylan. We're proud of you, buddy.
You remember how awesome he was on social media before, like leading up to the season?
Yeah, he tweeted out all his offers. Told us who his top 5 were. He's like, now I got Arkansas at number 2. You know, he listed it out, man.
Love that, man. Samuel, that would be a hell of a class if Arkansas pulled it off. They might. I'm starting to think they might have a better shot at Jordan Smith Jr. than Brandon McCoy. I think they could get either one of them, but they're in there more with Jordan Smith, I think, than people give him credit for.
Caught in the backfield. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also
John, do you have an Arkansas-Texas memory that beats the 2021 game?
I mean, beating them in the Cotton Bowl in 2000 was really great because it was like
obviously I wasn't really around for. I've watched it on VCR multiple times.
Yeah, it was because you hadn't played Texas since you left the Southwest Conference. It was like the first one, and I was like, I remember that because that was like the first of my lifetime that I remember like my dad being like, "This is serious. Like we got to beat Texas." And then the way that Arkansas beat them, it's like the first game of the millennium, and I remember Cedric Cobbs had his coming out game then, and as a freshman, and I think Arkansas held Texas and Major Applewhite. I'm not kidding, like to negative 27 rushing yards. It was something insane.
Chris Sims got in that game too.
Yeah, because they hurt him. Yeah, because they hurt Major Applewhite. So, yeah, that was the first one. And then Houston Nutt doing the horns down. And
how old would you have been at that point? Like 10?
I was 12 or 11 or 11. Yeah, I was 11. So I remember it pretty well though. I'll give 5 inside Arkansas dollars to anybody that can name the running back for Arkansas that scored from like 60 yards out on a 60-yard run.
In 2000?
In that Cotton Bowl, yeah. No one's going to get it.
And it wasn't Cobbs? Because I remember he's the only person I vividly remember from that game other than him and Major Applewhite.
No, it wasn't Cobbs, and it wasn't Chris Chikuma.
Well, then I'm out of ideas.
Yeah.
Camo Gang says Fred Talley. It couldn't have been Fred Talley, right?
Nope, wasn't Fred Talley.
Fred Talley used to like officiate my Pee Wee games.
Do you?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
pointed
awesome.
it.
Oh my gosh, dude!
He's got the yips.
Yeah.
Bench Starzik, Loki. He's back in his home state and he's getting the
Looks
yips.
like he's already in the portal. That's crazy, dude. He's checked out.
Sandbagging over here, man.
Dylan got it right in the chat. It was Michael Jenkins.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that one.
Yeah, no, because that was like the only time he ever carried the ball that year. So ran for like a 42-yard touchdown. But also the ambush in Austin in 2003 was pretty great for what it's worth as well. That was also the game not only Arkansas won, but the movie Man of the House with Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah. He tackled Big Red, the mascot, in that movie. Like, because the mascot, dude, it's one of the craziest things if you guys haven't seen it.
Tommy Lee did that?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones. And it's like Big Red's, the actual mascot comes out and he's holding an Uzi. Big Red's holding an Uzi. And they're like, and he's like, oh, go get him. And he tackles Big Red and just everyone's like, oh. And then ends up being a water gun and they escort him out and he does hook him and everyone plays nuts. But I'm like, man, that was crazy. Like they had Big Red, whoever's the mascot, they're like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you an Uzi. And you're going to act like you're going to shoot somebody. It's crazy. It's wild, man.
I don't know about y'all, but I see a chat that says, who would y'all rather beat, Texas or Missouri? For me, it's Missouri by a landslide, right?
Yeah, me too.
Not that I don't want to beat Texas, but.
And for it to be the final game, too, would be kind of cool.
Why can't we just win both?
Go out on a high note.
Guys, what if they beat Missouri and the team carries Bobby Petrino off the field?
What we got going on over here with this play? Did y'all notice this running back that's like that was nuts?
I didn't see it.
I haven't paid a lot of attention to this game. Got to be better.
Someone in the chat had to be watching. Was anyone in the chat watching the game? I hope they show this replay.
Hey, Michael, yes. The answer to your question is yes. Mika is draft eligible, but he's probably not going to get drafted. I don't think he's going to play enough with that pro squad. He's playing with grown-ass men over there. But he could be a first-round pick if he comes to college and balls out. And that's what he intends to do as of now. And by the way, I saw some people talking about Michigan and stuff. I would watch for – Arkansas is in there. I would watch for Will Wade, American Gangster, and in Indiana as the other two.
Mm.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Is Woodson still at Indiana?
No, it's DeVries or whatever.
Fires to the big fella.
Hey, by the way, randomly.
That might not be right. Anyway, go ahead.
No, it's just to say, I don't know if y'all saw it, but people in Alabama were reporting, and this is actually legitimate from somebody. That's your Ryan Fowler over there, but apparently Alabama's the top target for Penn State is Kalen DeBoer.
Hang on. Oh, Womack's got Hog written all over him then.
I wonder how interested DeBoer would be if he would just be like, hey, because clearly he's fine. Like he's not going to get he's recovered. They're going to make the playoff. Most likely he's not going to get fired, but he's probably not having a fun time.
That's owned by Oklahoma.
So Penn State's really trying to. I mean, they've got to understand they have to do something that is going to excite people. You can't move off of James Franklin and not make a pretty splashy move.
So you know what?
That's a good point.
It's weird. I haven't looked for it much, but I have no idea who Penn State has spoken to, looked at, thought of. I don't even know who they outside of this, obviously. I wonder. I know Matt Campbell is just always around, and I know he's been at Iowa State for a while, but it's has he officially declared that he's not leaving?
He hasn't, but I don't know how true this is, but I see a lot of people who say he doesn't have an agent. Like he represents himself. So the leaks on him and stuff aren't that big. But I remember it was Josh Pate the other day, and he was talking about how Matt Campbell is just such a hell of a coach and everything for the job he's done. But that if people knew the jobs that have tried to get him that he's turned down, that they'd be shocked. And that's the biggest reason why, when people say, well, he might be the dark horse for Arkansas, I'm like, okay, well, if he's actually turned down legitimate, super jobs that are better than Iowa State, I don't know that he would leave for Arkansas's situation.
Yeah.
But maybe
no way he'd leave for Arkansas.
I was thinking kind of with you.
I don't know if he'd leave for Penn State. I know that he didn't leave for USC. The year they hired Lincoln Riley, he straight up told him no. But I remember Brock Purdy talking about that and saying that he felt like he was really torn on the USC thing. Yeah. And that was a moment where he's like, oh, maybe I'll make a move, maybe I won't. And he ended up not doing it. And I wonder if Matt Campbell kind of maybe, I don't want to say regrets it, but kind of is like, okay, now I'm getting another shot. I stayed at Iowa State and that was cool, but it didn't do anything for me. I haven't since leveled up, and I'm sure he probably wants to take a swing at some point, but he's been there for a long time, so he's not just going to do it on some whimsical, might as well just take a shot. It's going to be a very calculated move if he makes one.
Yeah, I would cry real tears if Matt Campbell was the Razorback football coach.
100%. Every Razorback fan should want Matt Campbell, no doubt about it. I just don't think Matt Campbell's going to do it.
No. Can we make the case for Matt Campbell tomorrow? It make me happy.
Making the case, Matt Campbell, he's awesome.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's 6-4 this year. I don't know. I don't know if anybody will want him.
I know. And the crazy thing about it is they probably would have been playoff bound. Their defense, I've never seen a team injured like that. Their whole secondary's out for the year and stuff. You remember last year when Oklahoma, every one of their receivers was out?
Yeah.
It's like that for them in their secondary.
By the way, I guess I won't pull it up. Goffra, appreciate the super chat. He said, I love y'all boys. Thanks for putting up with us. You're welcome. Also, Mr. KP33 says, just trying to show off the new profile pic. Love the show, guys. Love the show. Watch every day. Great job, guys.
We would love to pull up the new profile pic.
Do we do it for him? Do we try it?
I'm not afraid of it. We need to know before we go to Alumni Hall tomorrow.
Good point. Well, even though I have another streaming service set up for us. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
We're still here.
All right. Oh, that's a good one. It's Nick Pringle and
that's a very good one. Hell yeah, that's good stuff.
That is a great profile picture.
Yeah. Okay, so did any of you guys get nervous when we did that?
Yes.
Well, good for StreamYard to do well on our last hoorah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
This is our swan song, by the way. You guys won't notice, I don't think, but
I think I'm going to record on it tonight, I guess, but that's different.
I just out with a bang, man.
I just do not want to get a text at about 11:45 tonight from Curtis being like, dude, I'm just going off. And I guess I'm just not doing it, just freaking out. I'm like, because it's I'm just going to have to put an axe to the old StreamYard.
You'll know by the first word if I text.
Oh, I know. That's why I wasn't saying what you probably would say.
We got Sharkansas's power rankings. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
A&M won. Do we all agree that's fine?
That's a big key for
Yeah.
They're undefeated. You know,
Yeah.
I know they haven't looked great sometimes, but give it to them. Georgia 2, Ole Miss 3, Bama 4, OU 5.
on the field.
Well, I do have to kind of push back just gently against OU and Bama, who have the same record and played each other. But I know Hunter Yurchek says we have to value the losses. So it is a quality loss for Bama.
So
Bama's
OU,
2 losses are good losses.
OU lost to who?
Texas and Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay.
And you remember their coach was like, "Yeah, we were better. We were the better team than Ole Miss."
That's
and then
right.
Kiffin was like,
Kiffin.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering what the other one was because they've got 2 great wins. I mean, they won at Tennessee and at Bama. It's like you'd be hard pressed to find a couple wins better than that. But okay, I forgot about that second loss for them.
I still can't get down with A&M being 1.
I almost want to just be like, yeah, Georgia.
Yeah.
They destroyed Texas, keep them up there, but
fair, yeah.
hell of a comeback. Did you guys see that clip from the locker room from Mike Elko?
I didn't.
Where after that game, he was like, we can never do that bleep again, but we're 10-0, baby. It's like, that's pretty cool. He's fired up about it.
It's great to learn lessons while you still win.
It's true.
It is an option. Well, I tell you what, man. This is an arse kicking.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're running out of ammo over there.
Last week was bad too against LSU. So,
This is now just a coaching search intel stream.
yeah, pretty much.
Actually, now this is actually a good time since we have nothing going on with the game. The first chat of the night, actually, well, second chat of the night was Heartbroken Hog. I hope it doesn't kill us when we do this. Okay, he says, Ellis, did you see that George R.R. Martin announced that there's a Game of Thrones sequel series in the works? What would I personally like to see from a show set in the world of Bran the Broken? John, I would be interested to hear what you have to say. I don't have much other than I hope that the first thing they do is kill Bran the Broken. I hope he dies. No disrespect, but I hope they, go a different direction. And I hope that everyone in Jon Snow's inner circle bullies him into just running the realm. And just let's just do that.
Yeah, the whole thing of like, oh, but he has the best story or whatever it was, and that was the reason they gave him all the stuff. Yeah, it sucks. I just that last season of Game of Thrones was just so awful. It just ruined me on everything. So, I don't really care as much as it was. But hey, it was like the first 4 to 5 seasons of a show was probably the best show of all time until it wasn't.
Cameron, thoughts?
So every time I try and watch Game of Thrones, I make it about a season and a half through, and then I stop.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one here that's not been all the way through it.
Yeah.
I've watched like 3 episodes or something. They're not in order, so I don't.
Dude,
I need to though. I really need to.
It took me multiple attempts. I will say that it took me multiple attempts. If COVID didn't happen, I don't think I ever would have really given Game of Thrones a chance because I tried to watch it in 2019 and like watched 2 or 3 episodes and then kind of wasn't into it. And then rewatched it because COVID happened and my sister watched it. And I was like, I'll just watch it. And then boom.
Imagine how stupid it felt to start watching Game of Thrones after the first season, second episode, and then you waited year after year, week after week, lead up to it. Like everybody else, like my brother, he's like binged watched it over summer. He's like, man, this show's pretty good. He was like, yeah. Imagine having to wait all the time and then see that crap that was at the end.
But see, dude, that's like having a team that rattled off 3 titles and 2 AFC title game appearances and all that, and then you had 1 year where you go 4-12, and that happens to be the last year of the franchise's existence. But you still got those championships, you still got those hype moments, you still got Battle of the Bastards, you still got all that. It's not like that stuff went away. You can watch it literally tonight after the show. You can turn on Battle of the Bastards and just watch it.
Actually, I like this. David, he's like, what TV for you guys through COVID? And I'll say the Tiger King was something that was wild, man. I watched during COVID.
Curtis, I know you watched something stupid during COVID.
You know what? Well, if we're talking about something stupid that we watched during COVID, me and Michelle went from start to finish through The Ranch. And
I watched the
that
Ranch
was
a little bit.
some good stuff right there, man. But that was I think that's when I did Breaking Bad all the way through, which I really enjoyed. But I when I had time, man, I'd be on all that, especially during the summers when it wasn't so busy. Like I did, like Lost, Prison Break was one that I really enjoyed until it got redundant. Bunch of those, man. But no, I've not done Game of Thrones, and everybody tells me I need to do that.
I did. I also The Last Dance when it came out during COVID.
Oh, that was
phenomenal.
Everyone needed that for sure.
And I remember it was tough because I think it was like episode like 4 or something is when they had the sit down interview at the very beginning of the episode with Kobe. And after he had died, like they interviewed him before. And I remember that like hit home hard. And I was like, oh, because that was like the first time people had seen him talk in like since he passed. And he was basically saying like, hey, if you think I'm great, he's like, I'm not here without him. Talking about Michael Jordan. I was like, oh man, brutal.
I tell you, like I know obviously I talk UFC a lot on the show. If it weren't for COVID, I don't think I ever would have become. I was always kind of a casual fight fan. I would watch like I remember when Floyd and Manny Pacquiao fought. I like watched that because everybody was watching it. I remember certain big events when I was growing up. But during COVID, that's when I really was just like, screw it. There's the only sports on television every weekend. It's like, all right, this is just what I'm going to do on Saturday nights. I'm just going to watch these fights.
Yeah. You know, for Peaky Blinders? I see it from Sharkets on here.
Yeah.
I've seen, for whatever reason, it hit my algorithm a while back. So like every other reel or something was Peaky Blinders. I was like, I need to check that out.
I've heard, like, I watched the first season and it was phenomenal, but I just haven't had a chance. But yeah, it's really good. Cillian Murphy's just like a really great actor. Like anything he's in.
I think I went through my Stranger Things grind during COVID.
Yeah. Final season apparently is coming out, like you're saying,
like this week.
Yeah. It's like, and I like Stranger Things, but I'm glad they're like, all right, it's we've had enough. It's time to come to an end. Like, don't stretch this out. These kids are like still in like elementary school on the show, but yet they're like 28 years old in real life.
Yeah, they got like some 30-year-olds now.
Yeah.
I thought Ishmael Cece was going to get in there.
I think Blue Mountain State I did during COVID, and then why can't I not remember the name of the show? It's all the dudes with the fantasy football league.
The league.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That was it was crazy, but it was funny.
Blue Mountain State. I just saw a video, like a reel, and it was like had like dramatic music behind it, but it was Thad when he's ranting about the item that his father gave him before he went off to war.
Yeah.
He was like, every time I think about my dad.
It's just wild. I feel like our algorithms are very similar, Andrew.
Unfortunately, just the most toxic stuff you've ever seen.
Terrible, man. Oh gosh.
What year am I? I'm a senior in college now. I was 18 during COVID, so that would have been my senior year of high school. Taken by COVID.
There's Bebo.
That would have been the worst.
Y'all have a Zoom graduation?
So some people decided so they had the option of going to class or staying at home and doing class, and I just stayed at home and did class. But we did have graduation, and they told us not to throw the hats, and we said screw off and throw them anyway. So.
I like that. Good work. Yeah, I guess it's different everywhere you're at. I was still living in St. Louis at the time. Right when it started, they shut down everything, dude. Like they locked the doors. They locked the gates. They wouldn't let you in. It's crazy. Everything was on.
Are we going for 2 here?
You have to. They won't.
Man.
Uh-oh.
See Mike Washington do the little celly afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what he would do if he scored in the same situation Saturday.
He probably
proud to. Will they go horns down or middle finger to the crowd if they score?
Middle finger.
One
You'll
above.
do one horns down, one finger.
You see it. Oh, they're going for 2.
Come on, boy.
Good IQ
He
here.
get a 2-score game. Oh, hit him with the draw play. Hit him with the draw play.
Wow.
Yeah. What was this is probably gonna be controversial. You asked this question, but since we're talking about COVID, what's the stupidest thing about a COVID like restriction you guys remember? Because I remember when I was in Little Rock, that I think it was either state or at least city when in Little Rock, but it was like you could go out, but you couldn't be out past 10 o'clock. because COVID gets extra bad after 10 o'clock. And I always thought that was the dumbest thing.
I forgot about that. I'm trying to think. Like, I honestly, like that whole time period was such a weird time. Like, I really don't remember a ton about it. Like, especially outside of my living room.
I just remember not really. It was like we didn't understand what was going on, and my dad was real like caught up on it and everything. But just like going to the grocery store or whatever and fighting the battle of can we get toilet paper today? And then like I just remember before taking groceries in the house, I was like, God, I guess I got to sanitize all this, like wiping them down and everything, and because you just didn't know. It was really awkward. Masks everywhere. Stuff was crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta be honest, dude. That was a time period. That was right before I moved up here. I was at home with my parents in a small town. I'm not saying that COVID didn't exist in small towns, but I gotta be honest, it didn't really affect the way we were doing things in Pineville, Louisiana, bro. I don't know if that was maybe it was just Pineville was the weird ones, but like I remember my brother who lived in Houston, he was like baffled by the fact that like we even like would hang out with each other. Like me, I'd go to my sister's house and play cards. He was like, "What? Oh, you can't do that." I'm like, dude, what are we gonna do?
See, I remember the craziest thing I remember from all that was early on during it. There was a running trail that was just past my house in St. Louis, and it's like on the Mississippi River. So I'd always do it. It's really cool. But you go right by the casino down there, River City, and so you're like up over the top of it. It's always lit up. There's so many people out there, and I just remember the first time I felt comfortable enough of like, all right, I guess I'm gonna put a mask on because they make me, and then I'm just gonna go for a jog and see what happens. And going by that casino, and it was a ghost town. It was like Walking Dead. You know what I mean? Like literally no one there, empty parking lots, trash cans knocked over, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like a zombie apocalypse, man. This is nuts.
Hey, on the cusp of a huge stop here for the Pigs.
Well, they had to stop before, but pass interference on Arkansas. So now trying to make it work.
Tell you what, though, COVID was a great time to be a 18-year-old high school student that wanted to play video games.
Oh, I bet.
What we got
Dude,
here?
don't call PI again.
Good job.
Selman.
That's back-to-back third downs that they've got pass interference called. Refs are screwing them. Classic. I'll never forget when the whole COVID thing started. I was at Town Pump in Little Rock watching Wednesday Night Sadness with Arkansas in the SEC tournament.
Yep.
After beating, I think it was Vanderbilt. It was 16, or it was the 14 seed, and Arkansas was the 11. And then it started kind of just like happening. And then like the next day, they just start canceling tournaments and whatnot. And I remember they had put out that video of Muss talking to the team, which looked like it was inside of like a food court.
I really thought we were going to win this tournament, man.
That was the Mason Jones, Emmanuel Quickly, like co-SEC players of the year.
BS, man.
The 11 seed Arkansas Razorbacks were about to win the SEC tournament. They had just busted Vandy up.
Remember when Anthony Edwards cooked us?
Yes.
Single-handedly.
I can't remember if that was a game with Isaiah Joe or maybe when he was out or maybe it was like when he first came back.
Yeah.
I think he had just came back because I remember being like, oh, all our losses without Isaiah Joe don't count. So once we get him back, we'll be good. And then they lost to Georgia, and I was like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah. And Sam, to answer your question, yes, that is the time that I got hired at Hogs Sports because my university just shut down, dude. Like COVID hit, and they put us in a classroom and put us on Zoom. And the university president was like, "Hey, it's been real. You guys are done, and this is the information for Cobra for your insurance and everything. And good luck." And so it was rough, man. And it was ballsy on my part, I think, to come down to Fayetteville because at the time we didn't even know if they were going to be playing college football, and so I didn't even know what that was going to look like with Trey and stuff moving forward. But we were like, well, gotta do something. It worked out though in the end.
That was funny. So like looking back in, talking a lot about COVID, but it's fun to look back upon. But that was so funny where the Big Ten came out like, we are not playing football. And then the Pac-12 was like, yeah, we're not playing football either. And the SEC's like, I think we're going to.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that.
Yeah. And then the ACC's like, yeah, us too. And then the Big 12 sitting back, we might do a half a shortened season. Like they didn't know what to do. And then they just went in with the SEC. And I remember like Dan Wolken and all this like shameful from the SEC's threatening lives. Like it's just all this dumb stuff, man.
Yeah, no, that was nuts. Well, it was funny because like the Big Ten ended up playing like 5 games or something like that.
7.
Okay.
But
So I
remember
guess Ohio State was 6-1.
But they put the rule in. No. They put the rule in where you had, if they played, I think they played 7. No. You had to play 7 in order to be eligible for the conference championship. I think the schedule was actually like 8 or 9. And then Ohio State couldn't play 7 games. And so they changed the rule in the midnight hour, be like, actually, you don't have to play 7 games. You just have to have the best record. And it's just like, because they want Ohio State into that playoff. Such garbage.
Oh, that was crazy, man.
Do you remember, Curtis? Do you remember? I think you were at, because that's back when we were watching Hog Sport or Hog Hoops. That's what it was.
Hog Hoops Live, baby.
Yeah, it was after one of the tournament games. You were like in San Francisco or something. There was like something sketchy going on. I always remember that. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It was in San Francisco after Arkansas beat Gonzaga, and I was right outside the Chase Center doing a little stand up, and there was a drunk patron who got into a literal altercation, like a physical altercation with a police officer out there. They were like fighting each other, and the dude's girlfriend was hammered and she was screaming, and it was all in the background of my video. I was like, well, here we go, man.
I forgot about that.
That was crazy. That's why they told you if it's past 7 p.m., don't go outdoors by the Chase Center. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to anyway. And then the first day I did, all that stuff started happening. It was crazy, man.
By the way, also brought up because we were talking about Mason Jones versus Manuel quickly. Not that I still remember this, but Mason Jones had more points per game, more rebounds per game, more assists per game, better field goal percentage, most times being named SEC Player of the Week, most 30-point games in SEC this century. But Manuel quickly played at Kentucky, so he won the Player of the Year.
That Coach Cal influence, man.
Didn't he also tie for like the most 40-point games in SEC history?
He may have, or Arkansas
Probably.
history, one of them, but yeah.
I think he tied with like Shaq or something.
Yeah, how quick did he see that too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a match.
This drive is taking like 4 minutes. It is effectively eliminated Arkansas in this game.
No sense of urgency for the Hogs.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So
Cajun Razorback says if COVID year doesn't happen, Pittman probably wouldn't have lasted as long. I don't know if that's the case. They went 3-7 in that year where, like, they had the stupidest SEC schedule of all time, and they probably should have.
I guess you could say he wouldn't have gotten the super seniors for 2021, the next non-COVID year, maybe.
Grant Morgan and the boys.
Yeah, wouldn't have gotten Grant Morgan and who else was? I mean, you had the whole offensive line with super seniors.
He was going to whip them Horned Frogs in that bowl game now.
Yeah,
They were toast.
They were on the damn bus, man.
Dude, I had booked, like, the Buzz booked my trip, and I was literally leaving in like an hour to go drive down to Fort Worth or to Houston. Was it Houston? It was Houston, yeah.
Houston, yeah. It's going to be the Texas Bowl.
I was so mad, too. I was like, Arkansas hadn't been to a bowl game in 4 years, and these jackholes are keeping it from happening.
And people are mad that banner is hung in Razorback Stadium.
Yes.
But that meant something, damn it, when they made it, you know?
They don't just hand out invitations
to
those bowl games.
All
right.
I'll never
at the 2:01 mark.
I will never forget that first half against Georgia to start that season.
That was wild.
Traylon Burks gave him the lead.
What was that quarterback's name?
DeJuan Mathis.
Yeah, thank you. Good pull.
Thank you. Bro. He ended up transferring to like UAB and being bad there.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't
he
it
ended up
like
getting benched at a Group of 5 school? And it was Stetson Bennett that they brought in behind him.
Wasn't it like 7-5 at halftime? Arkansas had the lead. Like it was some weird because they got a safety. It was like 7-5,
10-6 or something weird like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was the first Scott Fountain moment. That game.
First dang it, Scott.
Yep.
Oh,
You had two guys right there in the same vicinity.
it remains a 2-possession game.
I love seeing the Justin Smith
Yeah.
love in the chat tonight.
Also,
Yeah.
I've seen I take Jalen Graham over Malik Ewan. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Guess this is the game we're playing.
Dude,
Low
I
key.
said that like a week ago, and people got on my ass, bro. And I wasn't even saying, like, as a player, I was like, just pure post scoring, Jalen Graham. And people were pissed.
Oh my God.
Why did they throw the ball? I guess it was 2-minute warning, so it wouldn't have mattered, but wow.
They got to make it that 1 possession loss.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're about to. Why are you throwing it? Like, that's wild.
WMF Pig says Vanover over Ewan.
Let's not get crazy here.
Yeah, let's just relax.
But the red-white game, when his eligibility was still pending, version of Vanover,
Oh, he killed it.
that was
He
the
had like
best
8
version,
threes.
man. Yeah.
Remember, we just couldn't rebound that 2020 year, and everybody's like, "Well, we got our 7-footer on the bench."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he totally would have rebounded a ton.
Yeah,
I will say, though, like if the rules were then what they were now and they had Vanover and Note eligible on that team,
Yeah.
it'd have been
Oh,
pretty
dude,
nice.
That team also, Adrio Bailey was their biggest guy.
Yeah.
So, like we know Vanover wasn't going to be this just like difference maker, defensive, monster, but he would have played and he would have helped.
yeah, because I remember the narrative every game was, "Well, their tallest guy is 6'7".
Yeah.
And Adrio did some good work, but it was like
Nice.
there were certain matchups where it was like they just didn't have it.
Working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find
How would you?
spaces in the defense.
What would you do if you had JD Note and Mason Jones out there?
oh gosh, there'd be fights, man.
Dude.
You know, this team could use an Adriel Bailey.
They could. They really, really could.
Y'all remember the time when Adriel Bailey flopped against Florida?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But I also remember when Adrio Bailey didn't get the call. He got wrongly accused in the NCAA tournament against North Carolina.
Yep.
It was a charge. He was set.
And the Razorbacks
frustrating.
first and 10.
We will never forget.
Dropping back, it's Green.
So we win the championship. We win that North Carolina game that year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Luke May doesn't hit that buzzer beater against somebody. Who'd he hit it against?
Villanova. That year.
Maybe.
Stop the clock.
By the way, I just looked up for funsies that team that got out rebounded Arkansas every day. But they were dead last in the SEC, of course, in rebounding. They averaged 30 rebounds a game.
Sheesh.
They call offensive pass interference?
Yep.
OMG.
That LSU game is still the damnedest thing I've ever seen
Oh, yeah.
that year.
They got out rebounded by like literally 30, and they only lost by 2.
Crazy, man.
I'm going to actually go back and look it up. It's fun to go back and look at stuff that doesn't matter.
We got a Charles Thomas pull in here.
Oh, heck yeah. The Manimal.
Charles Thomas was great. Number 3.
21 to start, but then changed
Yeah.
to 3 for Patrick Beverly.
That's right. Charles Thomas, he walked so that Alandis Harris could jog.
That's right. Okay, Arkansas got out rebounded 53 to 24 against LSU.
Sheesh.
That's like a women's game, like type of stuff. And they lost by 2. Yeah, they're not going to hurry to the line.
No.
Okay, Seahawk has a good hypothetical for us. If we could have 2 players from the Muss era on this team, who would you pick? He says he would do Justin Smith and Moses Moody. So I got to go Jalen Williams, like right off the bat, just because I'm thinking about this team and things that they could use. Communication, a 6'10" guy to grab a ball. I think Jalen Williams would help a lot. He's the one that just jumped out to me. Curtis, do you who? I mean,
I
guess
almost
you
want to
just go
just
get
say
another
I almost
score.
want to say Williams and Justin Smith. Like, just give me both of them. But because I like the guards, but maybe like a it's just tough, man, because I don't know how you play all these guys together. I like the idea of having like the Justin or the Jalen Tate type of long positional point guard, but I don't know where he'd fit.
So,
Cal would
the thing
never.
about Moody is
Stanley Amude is a good pull too. I would always take Stanley Amude on my team.
I would. The reason I wouldn't take Moses Moody. Now, yeah, obviously, I think he's an upgrade over the Carter Knox spot, like for sure. But I don't think that like his skill set is something Arkansas is desperately lacking in necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody vouching for Chandler Lawson.
No Chandler Lawson on this. Although against good teams, I would like to have Chandler Lawson.
Yeah.
Trey Wade, could he play?
Yeah, but say I kept thinking of like, just in certain circumstances, if I could just have March Devo, just like have him, because just for some reason he would show up in March. But yeah. What about certified bucket? No love there.
No.
You talking about Desi? Come on, Desi.
Give me Jalen Harris.
Yeah. Honestly, though, in real life, though, let's just bring in Mason Jones. I don't care how him and Malik Thomas are going to make it work. Just let them make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Just let them hoop. Let those boys hoop. Let them take turns for all I care.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Like we talked about like JD Note. Like I feel like on this team, it would just be just like bad.
I mean, I'll tell you who I would love to have on this team and who probably should be on this team is Adu Thero.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Love to have a dude like that on this team.
Who would they have not gotten then? Like who would be?
Nobody. I think they just kind of left it open. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they got was the two bigs.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I just didn't know if like would they have room, but I guess they would.
You think Thero and Brazil would just be at the 4 at the 5? Like, would Brazil be cool with just being like, all right, I'm just going to play the 5? He should be.
Especially now. You know what I mean? Because it's like he's competing with Malik Ewan for minutes. You just have Brazil is kind of the ultimate rover, and then you got Pringle and Thero. Wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
David says Kamani.
Honestly, that's a really good call because the thing about Kamani is doesn't care if he doesn't play. He's not worried about it. But if you put him in there, he's going to kill someone and grab a bunch of rebounds, which they don't do.
2 players I'm taking. Vance Jackson and Ethan Henderson. Give them to me.
Love that.
Shooting and some depth in the front court. I love it.
Yeah.
So Jimmy went in there too.
I like it.
Vance Jackson's up there with my biggest misses of all time. I thought he was going to be the man.
Mm-hmm.
He just was not.
Every transfer class has a guy that on paper makes sense, and then you see it in action, and you're like, nah. And Malik Ewan is that obviously for this squad. Chris Likes, I think, would fit this criteria. Vance Jackson, like we have no shortage of them.
Yep.
Man, yeah, these are. We're not even looking at the stats of the games. Who care?
No.
But I was just looking back at these. Like some of these teams and like that must have, and I keep like forgetting these random players. I was like, oh yeah, he was on a team and like did things. Like of course, like Jackson Robinson, like seeing him.
What somebody said he was. Hope he's doing good in Lithuania today.
Yeah.
Also, I was surprised to know that year that with like Note and Williams and Amude and all them, that KK Robinson played 19 games. Like, I just was, pretty shocked that he played in that many. But
people really wanted KK to play.
He started a couple games
for no
I want to
reason.
see him and Jackson Robinson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were committed to Jackson Robinson.
I remember in the last 3 minutes against Hofstra, KK and Jackson Robinson just started trading threes for some reason. And so then going into the next game, it was like, we'll must finally play KK. And then he was like 2 for 9. And it was like, all right, we're done. We've made our point.
Oh man, I got a trivia question for y'all about the Muss era of basketball. Can you name the player that finished the season of all the players all the years with the most steals per game?
Most steals per game. Courtney Fortson.
Of Eric Musselman era.
Oh, sorry, Eric Musselman era. Sorry.
Was it not Note?
I was about to say, I feel like it's Note.
Yeah. So yeah, it was Note.
It was? Okay.
Yeah. But it was it was by 1. Is that this other player, because Note averaged 2.3 steals a game. This other player 2.2.
Maybe Anthony Black.
Anthony Black.
Good call. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then on the negative, can you guys name the must player that this is mean? Turnovers. Who had the most turnovers per game?
Anthony Black.
Anthony Black.
Yeah. He had over 100 turnovers that year.
Mm-hmm. But he also actually, no, I lied. It's not Anthony Black.
Note?
Nope.
Was it on that
They
team?
had the ball in their hands a lot.
Nope.
Mason
Witt?
Jones.
Mason Jones.
Mason
He
Jones.
just had the ball all the time. Yeah.
Yep. He averaged 3.2 turnovers a game. But
That a boy.
yeah.
probably like 3.4 assists.
Yeah. Anthony Black had 3, and then JD Note had 2.9. So, just little fun facts there.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was something. So Arkansas's 5-6. So they got to beat Missouri, but we're not going to simulate because it's Thanksgiving. So we'll just.
Are we just skipping it?
I mean, do you guys want to do it on Thanksgiving? To kind of
I definitely don't want to do it on Thanksgiving. I'm cool to skip it.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll keep you updated. When if they win, we'll go to the bowl game. We'll go to the Liberty Bowl. We'll have a game. So. All right. But guys, we got super chats to come in. OK Seahawks says 8 best players from the Muss and Cal Arc era.
Note, Smith,
Moody.
Mason Jones.
Isaiah Joe.
Is anybody from last year? Thero maybe from last year's team?
Maybe the 8th.
Yeah, Thero's your 8th guy.
Who sneaks in there? Is 4th Council? Does he crack the top 8?
Not on Andrew Ellis's squad, but you can make a real case for it. I'm trying to think of who else is like Tony. Would you take Tony over him?
I like Tony a lot. I might take a Mude over Tony though.
Fair. If we really sat down and thought about it of like how these skill sets work together, we'd have like Jay Will in there just to get a big man.
Like the Amude angle?
Yeah, I like the Amude. Jay Will for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Smith would be on this team, I would imagine. Let's just get a bunch of power forwards, low key.
Yeah, why not?
Trey Wade, Justin Smith.
That was Musselman's best team. JD Note and a bunch of power forwards.
Exactly. Aldi's Tony was pretty much a power forward too.
Our guy Peyton from Blue Ember says no Jeremiah Davenport. No
Jeremiah Davenport,
What
unfortunately.
about Kate Arbogast?
I would put the idea of Jeremiah Davenport and the idea of Vance Jackson on this team.
Me too.
Like I'd waste a roster spot on both of those guys.
When he hit like 8 threes in the red-white game, and we're like, oh, finally a shooter. It was the wrong kind of shooter. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that went by the wayside very, very quickly.
We're accepting 0 more prompts.
That's right.
No more prompts.
That's right. All right. Well, guys, any final thoughts before we roll out of here till tomorrow at Alumni Hall?
I can't wait to see how tomorrow goes because we're going to be live at Alumni Hall and then we're going to be live for the Pod at the Palace post-game show, and it might be an adventure. So make sure you tune in.
I'll tell you guys this. You know how every time we go to Alumni Hall, we wear merch at the store? I will be doing that, but I'm not going to have to put on merch at the store. I will be wearing my coolest Alumni Hall purchase that I own to the store, and y'all have that to look forward to, and I can't wait for it. Can't wait to talk ball again with you guys.
Yeah. I was just going to say, hey, make sure to go check out the bombastic I did with Andrew. That's about it.
I also want to – actually, I should congratulate Cameron on dominating the poll, frankly. The internet has been unanimous. They think Cameron waxed me in the draft that we did on Wednesday.
Man,
I didn't get this. I didn't vote because I thought that might be cheating and voting for yourself. But
that's a risky run.
You got 74% of the vote. So
I'm not going to duck in the basketball draft with you, Andrew. I couldn't have you winning the vote.
I didn't want to be like Hunter Yurchek going the third lane or whatever he says.
I would have definitely gotten some bots to swing the vote if it was me and you, Curtis.
Jeez. Well, yeah, I mean, it was all said, but come by and hang out with us at Alumni Hall tomorrow. We'll be there from 12 to 2. Come by, get 20% off all of your purchase for using the code HOGSBY20. They got all the new Razorback gear in, and it's going to be a lot of fun and quite an adventure. And basketball tomorrow night. We got it all going on. And of course, don't forget, still doing Razorback football pre-games and post-games and all that good stuff too. So That'll do it for us today and tonight. For Andrew Ellis, Curtis Wilkerson, intern Cameron, I'm John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel next week, but we will see y'all tomorrow on Inside Arkansas Live from Alumni Hall.